How do we create great content? Simple. Follow the advice in this book. Okay, I wanted to show you my lighting setup. I'm sitting in there, I've got the backdrop, got one light hitting there, one light hitting there, a little soft light on top. But the best part is my key light. It's being held up by a box of noodles. Back to Creativity Inc. It's an amazing book by Catmull, one of the founders of Pixar. And in this video, we'll touch on a few of the many principles discussed in Creativity Inc. and show how they increase the quality of our recent short film. Let's start with the idea of our film, which came about like this. Wow, my girls love playing with water. Huh, maybe we should make a movie about it. Which brings us to one of the first lessons of Creativity Inc. If you give a good idea to a mediocre team, they will screw it up. If you give a mediocre idea to a brilliant team, they will either fix it or throw it away and come up with something better. So for our short film, the team was my cousin Andrew and I, but we didn't even have a mediocre idea. So what should we do? Our friend Catmull says, be wrong as fast as you can. The overplanners just take longer to be wrong. Boom, we started shooting. Okay, let's see if our dad character can make this a bit more compelling. Hey girls, no water. Now let's try an angry take. Hey, no water. Maybe he's consumed by his phone. Hey girls, no water. Now one eating watermelon. Hey girls, no water.
Can I just interrupt here for a minute and explain how important it is for everyone on the team to feel safe enough to offer up bad ideas? Is she going down up there? Mr. Catmull says, trust comes from knowing that we are safe, that our colleagues will not judge us for failures, but will encourage us to keep pushing the boundaries. The watermelon idea? Sure, it was a bad idea. But what else is he gonna do? House projects?
Hey girls, I said no water. House projects it was. The girls kept playing with water, not listening, and then they got his foot wet and the dad overreacted. Ah! Girls! No water! See, now my sandal's all wet. Daddy doesn't like getting wet. Daddy doesn't like water. Daddy's not a very fun daddy, is he? And we saw potential, but it was still far from being great. Consulting the Creativity Inc. book. Creative people discover and realize their visions over time and through dedicated, protracted struggle. In that way, creativity is more like a marathon than a sprint. Okay, let's keep trying stuff. We stayed up late crafting the perfect little story and we thought we nailed it. But the next day comes and all those great ideas started sounding like mediocre ideas again. But then something happened. Hey, what if we go back to the phone idea, but he's consuming the news on the phone? Huh, news. You lose, you lose. Suddenly, the villain was more tangible, negative news. The audience could relate to that. We could have the dad trip and then cut back to him laying on the ground and still scrubbing and consumed and weighed down by all the negative news. And the mediocreness started to morph into something better. And that brings me to the final tip I'll share from Creativity Inc. Creativity is unexpected connections between unrelated concepts and ideas. We started with girls playing with water and unexpectedly connected it to a dad consuming news. And somehow it worked. So there you have it. There are hundreds more tips in the book Creativity Inc. So again, please read it. And I've got an Amazon link below. And if you want to check it out, it'll help us a tiny bit if you do it through our link. And otherwise, if you found this video interesting, please consider subscribing to our channel. And thanks for watching.